And of course, the word poverty is very much captured in the title of Poor People's Campaign. Historically, the Poor People's Campaign was launched by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with the Southern Christian Leadership Conference to address what I understand was Dr. King's focus on economic inequality alongside the issue of racism. So how would you see how would you explain where American poverty is today, especially as it intersects with issues of racism?
Well, we believe that Dr. King talked about the three great evils, poverty, racism, and militarism. And we've added to that two additional ones. So we talk about systemic poverty, systemic racism, ecological devastation, the war-based economy, and the false moral narrative of religious nationalism. We believe that we cannot talk about one without talking about the other. There is a real intersection of all five of those. There are 140 million poor and low-wealth people in this country. And since 2016, we've had some 30 presidential debates, and not one of them has focused on poverty. And so the Poor People's Campaign we're focused, laser focus on this issue of poverty related with the other four big evils and injustices of our day.
So when we talk about how this issue gets explained in the current climate, I imagine that when the Moral March on Washington was being planned, nobody, of course, saw the coronavirus pandemic on the horizon. Do you see the poverty and the exacerbation of our poverty levels in the U.S. Just on display right now, with the response to the pandemic being so uneven, with businesses getting millions, ordinary Americans getting, a pittance?
Yes, and most certainly. I mean, before the pandemic, there were 700 people dying a day in this country from poverty and low wealth, no health insurance, and compromised environmental issues. 700 people dying a day in this country from poverty, 250,000 people a year. That was before the pandemic. And now that has increased even more. We talk about essential workers, people who are on the front line doing the essential service.